Hey folks, welcome back to Green Iron TV. We're down in the garage here working, and the M38a1 here has recently developed a little bit of a miss, and so we're going to go ahead and throw some parts at it today, and we're going to replace the distributor cap and the rotor button and the condenser while we're in there. And these little motors are pretty simple to work on, and hopefully shouldn't take us too terribly long to get that cap off and get it swapped out. So that's what we're going to do today here on Green Iron TV. So thanks a lot for watching along. And of course, like always, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, check out the link in the description down below for the Green Iron TV merchandise store. All kinds of nice stuff, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all kinds of cool stuff. Grab that stuff up while you can. Thanks. All right, so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to mark these plug wires just because it's going to make it easier to keep them straight, and when we go to put them back on. Take out a piece of tape here if you can. And we're just going to simply, that's right at first, huh? So we're going to do number one. And of course, Sharpie's drying out, as always. Alright, now with the mark, so we're going to use our handy dandy military plug wire wrench. If you haven't used one of these before, it's a crow's foot, but it's designed to work perfect with the military wires. You can pick these up from several of the military vehicles surplus vendors, or if you're walking around at any of the military vehicle shows, a lot of times you can find these and laying around in some of the boxes of tools. They can be fairly inexpensive if you find them right, and so I'll usually, if I find one at a show, I'll definitely grab it just to throw in the toolbox to have an extra. These fit right on, and allow you to loosen those plug wires right away. Alright, now with the wires loose, go around to the other side and we can pull that waterproof cap off. Okay, now we can get in here to take the waterproof distributor cap off. And there are 6 screws that go around the top here to keep it secured in. Now we can lift our cap up. Kind of unfeed our wires out of here. All right, and lift that out. All right, let's pull this rotor button off. It's nice and tight. There we go. So, doesn't look bad, but we're going to go ahead and replace it. And like I said, we're going to pull this condenser out. And so you need this tiny little wrench. And this is a 15/64. And we're going to loosen this here. Now let's pull that wire out. And I'm going to take this little itty bitty screw. Be very careful not to drop that down inside. So, one of the things we noticed when we took the number one plug wire off is, it came apart. And boy, that's probably going to be a pretty good indicator as to where my miss is coming from. So, luckily, I have more military shielded spark plug wires in stock from other vehicles, and measured this one out, and it is almost the exact same length, so that should be pretty good. So we'll be able to replace that one and make things better. And of course, so there is our cap down inside there. I do want to thank our good friends over at Midwest Military, John over there. I ordered the other day the parts, and they shipped them out same day, got them out right away, and got these all set for me, and made it so we can get them put in right away. So like I said, I did order a new condenser just because we were going to be in there. New cap and a new rotor button. So we'll put all that together along with that plug wire and see if that makes a difference. All right, let's get this cap changed out. Let's see, that's right. I think I got to take the plug wires all the way off. Let's get those off. But we do want, oh, nope, they did pop loose. All right. So we just had to finish getting those screws loose. And this cap doesn't look bad. You can see a little bit of arcing residue in there and so forth, but not bad. So we'll keep that around as a spare. I even had another one as a spare, so it's always good to keep a couple around as spares. So get that new one set in there. Get the screws back in there. All right, that's got the cap in there. Let's go ahead and attach our new plug wire. Alright, so that'll have that all ready to go. Alright, let's get that new condenser in there. I've already got the screw in it, and try to be very careful. And we pop it loose there. So the problem is that the screw is itty bitty tiny. You got to put a little bit of pressure. So I'm going to actually go grab the needle nose real quick, and I'm going to squeeze that together a little better. See if I can close that gap and make it a little bit easier. All right, let's try that again. All right, there we go. Now we got it started. It's very, very tight in here. So we want to make sure we have this spaced right. All right, now we can tuck our lead back in. And tighten down our wrench. All right, nice and tight. And let's tuck our wire in down. Make sure it's out of the way. Make sure everything looks good. Put our rotor button on, and of course we remember it was facing almost straight down. Snap that on. All right, and now we're ready to go get our cap, put our cap back on. All right, now we can come back in with our plug, our wires. That's number 4, 2, and 3, and then the new one is 1. All right. Let's get a couple of these screws started. All right, work our way around with the screwdriver. All right, and let's reattach our plug wires. All right, number 4 here in the back. Put it in the clip. All right, number 3. Now we'll snug them with our wrench. And the big thing you want to remember is you just want to snug these. These don't need to be torqued to 4,000 torque pounds. Just want them snug. All right. All right, with everything all buttoned back up, let's fire it up and see how it sounds. like we need to turn up the throttle just a little bit. I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, folks, that'll wrap up our quick little tune-up here by changing the distributor cap, the rotor button, the condenser. I did, while I was fiddling with it, I went ahead and changed and readjusted the points. Realized the camera wasn't rolling for that, but oh well. Points are all gapped and set proper to 20 thousandths. And like I said, we did replace that one spark plug wire that seemed to have broken, came apart, which was probably one of our main contributing factors. So Jeep runs great. I just took it for a little spin around the block, ran perfect, and pretty happy with how it turned out. So like always, want to thank you guys for following along here on Green Iron TV. As always, give us a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. That way you can follow along for all our cool Green Iron madness. And of course, as always, please check the link down below in the description for the Green Iron TV merchandise store. We have all the cool hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and all the proceeds from that, just the little bit of proceeds that comes from that, I use to put back into these vehicles to help keep them on the road and keep them going to all these shows, parades, and events. So I want to thank everybody that's bought from us. So thanks a lot, guys. And like always, I hope you guys have a great day.